It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Watson off play action. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A 7-yard pick.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. He's to the 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. But Derrick Henry, you may remember last year against Houston in the season finale, 211 yards rushing, one of only 2 200-yard games in the NFL last year. And not only that, but that game won him the rushing title because Nick Chubb was the leader, but he struggled in the final week against the Bengals. And then up from behind came Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
now it's Watson.
The 36-yard line.
Completion here to Claypool. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
Chase Claypool. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Marvin Jones, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
36-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. And the Titans.
Derrick Henry. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans push further out in front. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
It's the score, Texans 21, Titans nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Tannehill. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
Tannehill's
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. 21-0 our score after 1.
Texans 21, Titans nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
To Derrick Henry.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. To the air again, Tannehill looking deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Watson. High throw, but the catch is made. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down at the 26. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and a yard, Watson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
Watson just beating the play clock. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Good.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big cloak.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
giving.
Right? It is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Lindsey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans add on.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3rd down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down.
Derrick Henry all alone. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter.
Down Tennessee.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Henry. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Titans 1st down.
They'll run with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Check it out, Reed. Yo, took left.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Titans are able to get a score back. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
38, Titans 7. Tucker McCann to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
For the tackle.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Down to the 25.
On the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. One more time with Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. From the gun, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hug it into your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
41. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And it's second down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
37-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be incomplete. What physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now in Houston, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. Shotgun snap, and again to Lindsey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Lindsey.
20-yard line.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on.
31-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger.
44.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Henry. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively. To try again after the sack. Tannehill, he's going deep for Brown. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Another run by Lindsey. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
no gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, Watson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Kamu Brugier-Hill on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Henry. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun with Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A run with counter on first down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Evans on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Titans, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.